Hi everyone. Thank you for coming back to Circle and being with us. This is a powerful, powerful, powerful circle. And together, we're helping each other grow. We're helping each other by staying connected and staying committed and choosing to be present for ourselves. And some of us are choosing to show you what it looks like and help us all get over ourselves and the idea that we need to look a certain way to be accepted or that we need to always have it together. I got a huge, beautiful lesson today about how the more help we receive, the more help we can give. To give more help, we get more help. So tonight's journey is about being in your power. And what that really means, which in my experience is an ongoing awakening. There's not an end. It's not like, okay, I'm in my power now. Well, you think that, and then next Tuesday rolls around, and there's another level because you did some more work and you found yourself standing at a new threshold, and there's a higher mountain to climb. And it keeps it interesting and challenging, and you're never, ever, ever going to be bored with doing your inner work. It's not some kind of punishment. It's a joy and a privilege, and the more we grow in our emotions and our intelligence and our spirits, the more we have capacity to hold space for this planet's transformation. And that's what we're doing right now. We are transforming our world from the inside out, because we are the components of the world. We're the things that are creating and choosing and making and causing and destroying and allowing. So when you clear yourself, you contribute at a much higher level. So tonight, as the room is piling in with people, we are going to be holding space for all of us getting to upgrade to the next level and doubling the power inside of us. How's that sound? How's that sound for a starter, huh? Pretty good? All right. I want to acknowledge our sweet practitioners that are here with us. And just salute you, ladies. And guys, we did have some guys who were holding down circle space with us. They got busy. They went to go do other things. There'll be more guys. Don't feel like this is some kind of gender bias situation. It's just that right now the women are here and committed to doing this, and we will have some men here as well. So I'd love to say hello to, let's start with you, Maya. Tell us where you're calling in from and what you've been using, or how you've been using EFT to keep yourself in your power or realign yourself with your power this week. Because I know you have, because you're a tapper, and that's what tappers do.
Well, I like to use EFT as part of my morning ritual. So I like to meditate, and I like to do EFT. So I like to set the energy of my day by loving myself and really centering and grounding in this concept of love for self. It's been, I feel like a plant that's been replanted, and my roots are like got room to grow, and I'm moving, I'm decorating, I've been clearing my space and kind of in this sorting and really preparing for this next evolution of me. So I really am grateful for EFT and use it daily to really move myself forward and stay stable also.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Maya. You know, staying stable is a part of being in your power. It's really hard to be in your power and have one good day and 3 bad days, and then 3 good days and 5 bad days. That's a chunky way to go, and you don't get a lot done because you often end up undoing what you did in your good day with your 3 or 4 or 5 bad days, right? So the more you tap spontaneously throughout your week, just grabbing pieces as you go, sitting at a stoplight, tapping, walking down the street, tapping, dancing, tapping, doing a little workout, tapping, or even just using the consciousness that we practice in here while you're jogging, for example, or working out on a treadmill, saying, I love and accept myself. I accept the part of me that can't do this. I accept the part of me that's scared of being fit and trim and sexy, or whatever it is. As you use this mentality, you're going to get more and more powerful and more stable. So thank you, Maya. All right, Kirsten, let's hear from you. Tell us where you are logging in from and how you're using EFT to empower yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name's Kirsten, and I'm logging in from Davis, California. I have the EFT is definitely a part of my daily practice. I can relate to what you were saying, Sonia, because pretty much every day in the afternoon I go for a jog, and I use that jog to move things around, to get some sunlight, and then when I'm tired of jogging, I walk and I tap on whatever issue is happening for me on that particular day. And that's just part of my self-care routine. Also, just first thing when I wake up in the morning, thinking about connecting to the bigger picture and loving myself. I'm really realizing that loving myself is like this ongoing journey, and you know, we can say I love and accept myself, and I feel like it hits me in different places at different times, and that we can't just, once we reach that place of loving ourselves, it's not like, oh, that's it. It's really like, okay, now I have to love myself tomorrow too, even after this and this happens, or, you know, all those things, just ongoing, constant practice. So I'm grateful for that, to have these tools. Thanks.
Thank you, Kirsten. You look so beautiful tonight. Okay, sweet Jana, let's hear from you. Tell us where you're logging in from and how you're using EFT to empower yourself and other people.
Did you say my name?
Yes.
My internet is in and out, so I hope that you can hear me okay. Let's see. I am logging in from Oakland, California tonight, and I use EFT to empower myself every day right now. I'm in the last quarter of a EFT program that I'm leading, a coaching program around New Year's resolutions, and I had to tap to have the nerve to do it. I have to tap to keep myself balanced and stable. I have to tap for inspiration. I tap on my own resolution, and I tap on everything. It helps me claim my space in life. You know, I believe that we're all as important to ourselves, and being able to step up to the plate has a lot to do with clearing all of the reasons why I haven't, or I wanted to hide out or stay small or whatever. Use it every day, and not just in helping myself professionally, but my resolution is being deeply fulfilled by my life on all levels, and I'm tapping on that every day and watching my circumstances change and watching my energy level change and watching my inspiration change. So that's how I use EFT, and it's ever since I started tapping every single day, it's made a tremendous difference.
Thank you, Jana. Hopefully most people heard you. The audio was in and out, but we got most of it. And you look so gorgeous. Everyone looks really gorgeous tonight, don't you think, Circle people? I think so. Circle people. I don't know. We're all just here, aren't we? All right. We're going to say hi to Erin now. who bravely decided she's just going to keep hosting tapping parties because that's just the kind of girl she is. She's an open house, open book, open heart, and she's created this for the community here in Austin. I'm so proud of you, Erin. So hi to you and say hello. See if we can hear you. Oh, we can't hear you yet. Something's happening with the mic. This might be a silent waving kind of moment. And there they are, tapping away. Hi! Thank you, super friends. All is well. All right, Erin, we see you, we love you, and thank you so much for holding such a beautiful, open heart and bringing people into it. We are from the same planet, she and I. I don't know what the name of that place is, but man, sisters from another mother. All right. And then we have Jennifer, beautiful, strong, stalwart, kind, and always cheerful, strangely enough. Jennifer, would you like to say hello to us? She's our super techie goddess and the right hand of this project.
Hi, guys. So happy to be here. 2015. Power to everyone. And for myself, like, I really resonate with the topic today of coming into our own power. I've actually been working on just some strands within myself, like really deep pieces that haven't been like gone that deep into before, and just coming to this realization that like if I really like claim all of my power, it means like whole new level of responsibility in my life, and really letting go of any attachment to thinking that I'm getting my wholeness from outside myself, whether that be from like my partner or my position in my career or anything that's happening outside of myself. When I really like step into my power, I'm realizing that it has nothing to do with any of those things, and those things will continue to change and express themselves in different ways, but I will always be the same when I'm in my power. So that's been a really good, deep process that I've been going through this week, and I'm going to use this circle to go even deeper with it, so I'm excited.
Yay, beautiful, well said. All right. All right, so let's give a shout out to all of our friends who are here. I see some new names, some people even that I talked to yesterday, so thank you guys for showing up. I hope that you, well, I know that you're going to have a great time doing this, actually, because it's that kind of a thing. But if you'd like to put in the chat window a hello and where you're logging in from, we'd love to say hi to you. And I'm going to read down the list of names here that I can see, just the names. So hi to Vanessa, Sylvia, Sunny, Sarah Jane, she's just down the street. Miles, sweet Miles, hi, and hi Meredith, Melissa, hello, and Marielle, Marco, Linda, Lana, glad you're back. Kristen and Kirsten, Kim and Kylie, you're all in alphabetical order here. Gloria, Gina, Deirdre, Christina, there's three. Chris, Brittany, Byron, all in caps, Anne and Alyssa. So, hi to all of y'all. Yay. Sparkles. In your pajamas. Oh, and Christine is saying, in my pajamas, not looking so gorgeous, from the East San Francisco Bay Area. Sonia, the archive videos really work. I encourage you all to use them. Me too, because it actually feels just the same. The only difference is you're not chatting stuff in the chat window. That's it. It's going to feel just the same. Really, please use them. You can have so much more tapping than once a week. Maybe once a week is all your nervous system can handle right now, but you're going to get to a point where you just want to fly, and that's what those videos are for. Plus, you can see all these strange and different outfits and configurations of us on the circle, and that's something, right? Brittany from sunny California. All right, everybody. Hi, Christina. Hello, lovelies, here from Portland. Beautiful. Hi to everyone. Glad you guys are here. All right. So we're going to start with the core causes questions. And this is for you to dig deep. And what it does is opens up your subconscious mind, helps you drop in, Google the information, float that stuff up to the surface, and it's going to already start processing while you're filling in the questionnaire. There's a couple ways to do it. You can go to my website, soniasophia.us, look for World Tapping Circle, drop-down window, core causes questions, take it there. That's a printable version. Or you can hit the button in the pop-ins area on the sidebar here. If you go to the pop-ins, there's a big yellow button that says Get Started. And Jennifer's already screen sharing that. We're going to take about 5 minutes to answer these questions any way that you can access them, including just reading them out loud to yourself from the screen. And I will see you in 5 minutes after we've stirred the muck so we can tap it out.
Hmm.
Okay, so go ahead and click the submit button if you haven't done it already. I'll give you just a minute or two to do that. And Maya, go ahead and mute yourself, for somehow you've come off of mute. All right, great. All right, so just a few more seconds. We'll wait till the surveys come in. And then Jennifer's going to screen share, and we're going to go through what's in the room tonight. And remember that any of the circles in the replay library, which is coming to you in a different form than this. So this one is emailing you the invite for the live circle, and your library is actually on our website, which is worldtappingcircle.com, and all you do is log in with your username and password, and every video that we've ever done, and there's like almost 50 of them now, can be used on any subject, even if it's tagged for something different. They're all plug and play. The only reason they're tagged is because that's what I'm talking about at the beginning of the circle. But really, just go random on yourself and you'll be able to find the perfect one. Okay, all right, so let's share the results. Hopefully we've gotten everyone's surveys in who can or will take a survey tonight. And I think this may be our biggest group since we did the free month of healing at the very beginning. Looks like we have 41 people here tonight, so thank you guys, even the ones that came in late. Really happy to see you here. Okay, Jennifer, go ahead. Here we are, and let's screen share that. Okay, so it looks like about 30% of the circle wants to tap on relationship. The rest are doing purpose, transition, health, body, well, pretty much everything else, right? Okay. Fear is rocking in at a whopping 67%. Oh, really? Surprise, surprise. Does that happen every week? Well, yes, it does. Pretty much every week. All right. Everyone anxious, worried. Some people feeling angry and terrified, but a lot of aloneness, depression. Please tap your chests while I read through this. Exhaustion. Okay, all these hard feelings, negative feelings, whatever you want to call them, heavy feelings, they create exhaustion, right? There is frustration, resentment, feelings of rebelliousness, betrayal, embarrassment, 41%. Survey says 41%. That would have been me a few hours ago. Feeling embarrassed. You can see down here, disconnected comes in at a big 37%. Dizzy, foggy. Okay, tapping your chest, breathing. What's your negative self-talk? I'm not good enough. Lots of people believing that. As a matter of fact, half the planet, probably more than half the planet, of these beautiful, sacred, amazing, intelligent people think they're not good enough for what? For their own lives? For everything that they want to do? Oh my gosh, I really want to change this. We're changing it. Okay. I don't have what it takes. I don't want to fail. Don't want the responsibility. Not enough time, not enough money. I'm stupid. Don't have the help. Ugly, not fair. Don't want to be seen. I'm the victim. Never succeed. I can't do it. I'm stuck forever. A few people doing the expletive. I give up. And 3 people going other, which is kind of interesting. I always wonder what the other choice means. What does your culture say about this? We're just going to read a few. Everyone has a purpose. Why haven't you figured yours out yet? You're tapping your chin maybe with me, or you're tapping your chest, okay? Big girls don't cry. You won't succeed. Selling anything is wrong. Being in command of yourself is not allowed. You just need to get with the program. Someone who has hurt you that bad will hurt you again. You are judged by what's on the outside. You're broken. Skinny women are attractive and sexy. If you're not losing weight, there's something you're doing wrong. You can't just do what you want. Artists don't make a real living. Okay, I'm kind of going to skip through some of these. Don't feel bad if this is yours, but it does get heavier and heavier, and the circle gets bigger and bigger, right? But you know what you wrote, right? You deserve a sexual assault because of what you're wearing. You're unclean. It's inappropriate. A lot of red in the room. Anger, 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 anger. So you might not have put anger on the list, but when you hit red, you know that it's fiery, it's like inflamed, often an indication of anger. Okay? Let's go down to when did this issue first start? People not that sure, mostly saying their whole lives, sometime in the mid-20s, maybe earlier. Who do you hold responsible or blame for your issue? Tapping your chest and breathing. People blaming themselves, 52%. Okay? The rest are blaming society, looks like. One person says, my whole family. Okay, who in your family modeled similar attitudes and feelings? Now look at this. 44% are saying mom, but most everyone said they blame themselves. Now, I'm not asking you to suddenly blame your mother, but just notice that you may have taken a template from the person whose body you were in the longest, which is your mom, and the emotional connection you had, the genetic connection you have. You're holding what she's going through while you're gestating and templating off of her as you're growing up. Dad, too, depending on how much he was around. Sometimes it's flipped because Dad was the primary caregiver. A lot of what we're clearing, family, sweet, sweet family, is stuff you got from your parents. A lot of it from your mom, but also from the people who raised you, whoever those were. Maybe grandparents, maybe caregivers. Okay, where do you feel it in your body? Whopping 41% says chest, right here. Okay, and the rest are stomach people. That is right here, solar plexus. So we're dealing a lot with heart and solar plexus. And in this world right now, we are actually moving from third chakra, power. This is your power. This is your will. This is your peanut butter sandwich you ate for lunch. What am I going to do with that energy? We're actually moving upwards through the chakra system as a species to the heart. So our new power is together. Our new power is green, color of the heart chakra. Our new power in the world is green energy. It's about love. It's about connection. It's about sustainability. It's about working together. Anyway, I could go on, and I will go on and on about all of these things, but not tonight. What benefit do you think you're having by receiving, what benefit do you think you're receiving by holding on to this issue? Protection, whopping 56%. Right. Protect, 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 protect. It's overrated. Feels important. Not as important as it feels. Okay? Your survival doesn't depend on how closed you can keep your beautiful, precious heart. It really doesn't. It's actually just the opposite. Your survival depends on how much you can bring your heart back to life and use it to fire up the transformation on this planet from power over to power with. Okay, rate the intensity of your issue on a scale from 1 to 10. Most people are somewhere between 8 and 9 tonight. Okay, good. Nothing below a 6. All right, family. Are you ready? What? I can't hear you. Oh, wait. We planned it that way, so you could have privacy. Are you ready? Oh, I can feel you. Yes, you are ready. Let's tap it out. All right. I'm clicking on the little thingy so I can see myself. Here I am, tapping with you. Massage the front of your chest. Press around until you can find a tender spot in the front of your chest and breathe. Giving yourself a deep cleansing breath. Good. Please repeat after me. If the words I'm using don't make sense for your issue, edit them. Say what does make sense for you. Okay? This is not group mind controlled by Sonia Sophia. This is you being guided with words that work for you, and then you tweaking that till it works for you, and being honest with yourself in the presence of love and compassion, which we are all holding for each other right now. Massaging the front of your chest. Big, deep breath. Even though I have this issue, think about your issue. Big breath. I open to love and accept myself. Yes, I open to it. Big breath. Tap the eyebrows. Even though I have this issue, I am opening to love and accepting myself. Tap your temples and breathe. Tap your cheeks. Even though I have this issue, say what your issue is about. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Big breath, big noisy sigh, nice open jaw. Tap under your nose. This issue, say the name of your issue again. Tap under your lips. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tap your chest. Even with this issue about, say it again. Okay, it's okay. I'm open to loving, accepting, and forgiving myself. Whoa. Big breath. It's a lot. Tap the front of your rib cage. This issue, big deep breath. And the side of your ribs. This issue about, say it again. Good job. Tap the inside of your wrist. I'm open to loving and forgiving myself, even if I always have this issue with what? Okay. Tap the side of your thumb. Here we go with some deep acceptance. Ready? I may always have an issue with, say your issue again. Beautiful. Tap your index finger. I might always have an issue with, say it again. Tap your middle finger. It's okay. Big deep breath, big sigh. Tap the bottom of your fourth finger. Even though I resist the fact that I have an issue with, say it again. Tap your little finger. I'm open to deeply loving, accepting, and forgiving myself. Tap the side of your hand. I love and accept myself. Okay, can try that one again, because that did not feel very real. Ready? I want you to say it like you mean it, even though you might be faking it right now. Ready? I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Very good. Much better. Tap the top of your head. Even with this issue of, say it again. Tap the eyebrows. My issue feels like, say the number that you're guesstimating your issue is. Tap the temples. My issue feels like, say the number again. Tune into the intensity and breathe. Tap your cheeks. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tap under the nose. Even though I feel, tap under the lips. What do you feel? What's your primary negative emotion about this issue? Fear? I'm guessing fear or some version of fear. Tap your chest. Say it again. I feel. Say the same feeling. We're going to turbo tap it. Tap the front of the ribs. I feel. Say it again. Tap the side of the ribs. I feel what? Tap the inside of the wrist. I feel. Say it again and breathe. Big breath. Let yourself feel a sample of that feeling for 15 seconds. Ready? Breathe. Do it again. There it is. Good job. Tap the side of the thumb. Even though I feel, say the feeling again. Tap your index finger. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Even if I continue to feel. Big breath, big noisy breath. Don't try to hold it in. The out breath is the important part of this breath. Tap the middle finger. Let's say it again. Even though I feel, fill in the blank and breathe. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tap the bottom of your fourth finger. Even if I continue to feel, say the same feeling again. Tune into it. See if you can feel it. Good job. Tap your little finger. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Yes. Tap the side of your hand. I'm allowing this to be easier than I imagined. Big breath. Make a sigh. Tap the top of your head. Even with the intense feeling of, say the same feeling again and tune into it. Tap the back of the head, the sides of the head, front of the eyebrows, and breathe. Tap the temples. This feeling of, say it again, same feeling we're working on. If this feeling's already cleared, you can go to the next negative feeling. For example, you may have felt a lot of fear, then maybe you feel anger. Maybe underneath that is sadness. Tap the cheeks and breathe. Tap into the nose. I'm allowing myself to clear this. Tap into the lips so I can stand in my power. Tap the chest. My truth. With my heart open. Big breath, soft, open heart. Breathe. Good job. Tap the front of the ribs. Why do we need a soft, open heart when this feels like such a hard, scary world? Well, I'll tell you what, because the heart is like water. It's the softest, the most yielding, and yet the most strong over time. Breaks everything down, dissolves everything. Tap the side of the ribs. And we're going to dissolve what's been happening in this world. We're going to dissolve the abuse of all the children, which many of the people here were abused children. I would say, truthfully, all of us, on some level or another. Tap the inside of the wrist, and we're healing that with love, right? So the love meets the abuse pattern, the abuse memory, the abuse repeat, and it heals. That's why you need your wide open heart. Tap the side of your thumb and breathe. I'm opening my heart to myself. And let's say that again with a bit more authority. Ready? I'm opening my heart to myself. Big breath, big sigh. Very good. Tap your index finger. I'm opening my heart to myself, my big, beautiful heart. Tap the middle finger. Even if I'm terrified, tap the bottom of the fourth finger. Even if this is something I've never done, tap your little finger. And releasing the feeling of, so think about your issue again. Maybe you've healed this feeling that we've been working on at first. Maybe you still need to work on it. You could either use the same feeling or pick a new one. I'm releasing the feeling of what? Tap the side of your hand and breathe. Even if it's deeply embedded in me. Ooh, feel into that. Where is it deeply embedded? Is it in your mind? Is it somewhere in your body? Tap the top of your head. This deeply embedded feeling. Big breath, big sigh. What's the feeling and where is it? Tap the eyebrows. This feeling of, say it again, in my where? Tap the temple and breathe. Tap the cheek. This feeling of, say it again, in my where? Breathe, tapping under the nose. Tap under the lips. I'm open to loving and respecting myself. Tap the chest exactly as I am. Tuning in again to your issue and exactly as it is. And imagine having love and respect for yourself even if you feel like a chunky monkey right now and you feel scared or insecure or angry or hurt or betrayed or alone. Tap your chest in a big circle and breathe. There it is. Here I am. My issue exactly as it is. Loving, respecting myself. Very good. Tap the front of your ribs. I'm allowing myself to love and accept myself, even with this issue exactly as it is. Big breath, big sigh. Tap the side of the ribs. This issue, say the name of your issue again. That brings up a lot of what? Is it anger? Is it sadness? Is it frustration? Big deep breath. Good. Tap the inside of the wrist. I'm allowing myself to heal this issue, no matter how long it's been here. Tap the side of the ribs, thumb. This is a thumb. I'm allowing myself to heal this issue, no matter how long it's been here. Big breath. Tap the index finger. Okay? Tuning into your issue again right now. You rated it, or you at least tried to at the beginning of the session. We're going to have our first check-in. I want you to put in the the chat window, what your issue was rated at initially, and then a dash and what you think it is now. It's okay if you don't have an answer. It's okay if you can't rate it because you're watching this on replay, or you don't have that faculty because you're doing it on a smartphone or something. Tap the middle finger and breathe. If you can't rate your pain, and chat it in, and just tune into it. And ask yourself what it is, and actually just accept the number without trying to change it or judging it. Okay, so I'm just going to read a little bit of the chat while you guys keep tapping your middle finger and breathing. So Kirsten says it was an 8, it's still an 8. Susan says it was a 10, now it's an 8. Jennifer says a 9 to a 7. Sarah a 6 to a 3. Great. Rob's hanging at a 9. Lana's gone down a point. Kim a 9 to a 6. Great. Meredith. Oh, it looks like you've got friends there. Great. Meredith has gone from a 9 to an 8, and Brandy's hanging at a 10. It's okay. 10, 10. Anger in my body. Keep tapping and breathing. This is just our first check-in. Okay, Michelle says, I started tapping on purpose and now it's relationship. That's totally fine. 8 to 6. Maya, Byron, a 4 to a 10. Okay, so what that means, sweet, sweet Byron, is that you are defrosting. Okay, we talked about this yesterday a little bit. So you've gone to, it's no big deal, you've minimized it, right? You've frozen yourself because it's been a 10 for longer than you could stand, so you went numb. Now you're at the real, actual intensity. Keep breathing and tapping and accepting how you feel, and it will change. Okay. It's coming in fast here, so I have to kind of scroll back up to catch up with you. Please don't be offended if I can't read every single person as the circle grows. I'm just going to have to grab and go, okay? But know that I do go back over it later and see you and feel you and love you. Okay. Vanessa, 10 plus to a 9 or an 8, and an 8 to a 7. Kylie's dropped a point to a 7. Linda, a point to a 7. Ginger Christina, a strong 10. All right, you guys, have it. Mariel, an 8 to a 9, going up. Christina, 10, a 9 to a 10, brought up the deep emotions to the surface. That's right. Okay, Sarah Jane says, couldn't feel it was numb. Now I feel it's old. It's there. It's super sadness, a sense of loss. Right. A lot of defrosting starts on this first round. Jonna says, my issue's gone down, but I'm present to how much I push away my success because I'm afraid to handle money at a larger level. Oh, sweethearts. Yes, yes. Brittany, 1010, feeling mistrust and a lot of anger. It's totally cool. Hang in there, honey. It can be a rough ride at the beginning, but it's going to get easier. Gina, I 10 to a 6, lots of burping, yawning, and hiccups. I know, huh? Me too. It alarms people sometimes, the burping, but it's just what it is. Christina was a 9, then a 10, now an 8. Infant missing, mommy she never had, scared to lose the mother figure she assigned. Okay, I am scrolling through this. Melissa, Renee, Sunny, Sarah Jane. Okay, here we go. Tapping the chest. Even though I have these really strong feelings right now, breathe and accept yourself just as you are and these feelings. Do your best. Big breath. I love and accept myself. Be very gentle. The more gentle you can be, the faster this is going to go. Okay? Tap the eyebrows. Even though I have these strong feelings of, say what it is. Tap the temples. I'm open to loving and respecting myself. Big breath. Tap your cheeks. These strong feelings of, say it again. Tap into the nose. These strong feelings of, say it again. Good. Tap into your lips. I'm open to healing what's underneath this. Tune in to what's underneath it. There's probably an event, a memory. Tap your chest. Okay. This all started when? Fill in the blank. This all started when? Tap the front of your ribs. This all started when what? Tap the side of the ribs. Say it again. Describe what was happening when you think your issue first started. Big breath. Tap the inside of the wrist. Even though this all started back when what? Tap the side of your thumb. I'm open to healing it now. Tap your index finger. What did you need back then that you didn't get? I needed what? Respect? I needed trust? I needed safety? What did you need? Let's say that for the rest of the finger points. Middle finger, I needed, say it again. Tap the bottom of the fourth finger, I needed, say it again. Good job. Tap your little finger, I really needed, say it again. Tap the side of your hand. I really needed and wanted what? Good. Tap the top of your head. I love and respect myself. I'm giving myself this. Say what you needed and give it to yourself right now. Tap the back of your head and the sides of your head, eyebrows. I really needed. Say it again. Tap your temples, and I'm giving this to myself. Tap your cheeks and give it to yourself again. Imagine yourself soaking in that very feeling or that very energy of perhaps it was safety or deep intimate connection or feeling financially secure or safe to feel. Safe to be who you are? Tap your chest, big deep breath, big sigh. Give yourself this feeling right now. Conjure it up. Tap the front of the ribs. Let's do this for about 30 more seconds. Give yourself this deep nurturing right now. What is it that you needed way back when your issue started that was missing? Give it to yourself right now. Tap the side of the ribs. I'm giving myself what? Tap the inside of the wrist. I'm allowing myself to receive the energy and feeling of what? Big breath and let it in. Can only soak in as deep as you're willing to let it, so find a reason to let it in. How about because you've suffered long enough? That's a good reason. Big breath. Tap the side of the thumb. Good. Now I want you to think about who was involved in the beginning of this issue for you. Perhaps it was your mother, your father. Perhaps it was a lover or a friend. Tap the index finger. And I want you to say, I'm open to the possibility of releasing the pain between us. Or whatever it was for you. Maybe it was anger, maybe it was disappointment, maybe it was fear. Big breath. Very good. Tap the middle finger. Let's say it again because that felt really good, didn't it? Okay, I'm open to the possibility of releasing, say what it is again, between us. We're going to say this 3 or 4 more times. Bottom of the 4th finger. I'm releasing the feeling of what between us? Tap your little finger. It's safe for me to finally release the unspoken feelings of what? Tap the side of the hand. I'm releasing the unspoken feelings of what between you and who else? Tap the top of the head, big breath. Okay, so I just, the chat caught my eye for a second. It says, how do I imagine giving physical affection to my infant self? You imagine that the adult you, right now, is holding a precious little baby that looks just like you looked. And you start giving that little child the same kind of love you would give somebody that age that was just laid in your arms. And then you remember that that little self was you and that you were doing the best you could and you don't actually need to withhold love from an infant, do you? You ever seen a baby that wasn't worthy of love? No, I haven't either. Tap under the nose and breathe. Tap under the lips. I'm loving and accepting myself. I'm allowing myself to feel empowered. Tap the front of the ribs and strong. Tap the side of the ribs. I'm allowing myself to feel empowered and strong. Tap the inside of the wrist. Even though I've denied this part of myself compassion, send a huge wave of love to the part of yourself that you've been denying compassion or attention, that you've been judging, blaming, shaming, pushing away, hiding. Big breath. Tap the side of the thumb. Tuning into your issue again. What does it feel like it is now? Let's have our second little quick check-in. Put it in the window, what it was at the beginning, where it is now. Maybe it was a 10 at the beginning, maybe it's down to a 5. I hope it is for you. And don't try to please me, just be honest. Okay? People who are not chatting right now are tapping a big circle on the heart and breathing, tuning into the intensity that's still there, letting themselves feel whatever's still holding this together, and breathing. Maybe it's a thought that's still holding it together, or a series of thoughts. Maybe it's a feeling, maybe it's a memory. Whatever's holding it together, I want you just to accept it and breathe. Okay, I'm just going to read a few of these chats so that we can keep moving. Sarah Jane says, I released the dynamic of competing with my father for attention. I understand that my mother was afraid of me. Wow. Jennifer says, 9 to a 6, feeling of discord between myself and my father who did not know how to take care of me. Michelle Wellington says, 786. Anne says, 872. Wow, Anne, congratulations. Rob, a 9 to an 8, don't know how to receive love. Great. Hang out with I don't know how to receive love. Give yourself acceptance and forgiveness for not knowing how to receive love. An 8, Susan says a 10 to an 8 still. Okay, Lana has gone 988. Great. It's okay, you guys. You don't have to like drop it, and it just means that what you really need to say hasn't been said yet. So hang in there. Marielle, an 897, so she's done the arc there. Christina, a 10 to a 6. Waves of sadness. I did not get the affection that I needed from mom. Christina, a 9 to a 10, still defrosting the emotions. That's totally fine. Erin goes from a 10 to an 8, seeing anger at not feeling supported, seeing responsibility to ask for what I want, sending love and compassion. Kylie says, holy shit. Ship like the sailing ship. I've been denying compassion to my woman, me, myself. Kim, a 9 to a 7, dug it up a little bit from the last check-in. Good. Sunny says 8 to a 9, I'm angry but focusing to be soft and open. Sunny, just accept your anger. It's going to move faster if you can just accept that you're freaking furious. Christina, Ginger Christina, a 10 and holding at 10 but seeking relief. Okay, sweetheart, you are a classic resistor. We know this pattern well. I'm one, or have been one. Some of the people on the circle have been resistors. So I just want you just to accept and tell yourself you never have to change this. You never, ever, ever, ever have to let this go. And you're probably not going to, so there. And tap while you say that, like 10 times, and see how that goes. Meredith, a 9 to a 7. Brandy, 10 and 10. Feeling guilty, have no idea how to send compassion to myself. Hey, but you're aware now. So that's step 1 is, wow, there's missing compassion here. And I'm curious about what it would be like to send it there. So that's actually a great step. Michelle says, still feel sad and quiet, cold, sadness, fear, anger is still holding it together, being vulnerable equals rejection. Renee, a 6 to a 4. Gina, a 10 to a 4. Burping, yawning. Man, this is powerful. Yes, it is, man. Okay, Gloria, a 9 to a 6. Brittany, a 10, 10. There's so much anger. It's just overwhelming, and I'm wanting to run with this. Hold steady, girl. Hold steady. Stay with me. Don't run. Hang out. Hang out. Okay? Tap on I want to run. Say it 10 times and breathe. Just accept the feeling of running, but don't actually do it. Season, neglect and abuse as a child was a template of isolation and lack of safety as an adult. Awesome. Maya, 8 to a 6. Okay, here we go. I'm skipping to Lana, still uncovering all the depths of these emotions, anger and regret. Everybody tap your chest and breathe. Linda, down to a 6, feeling better. All right, here we go. Massaging the front of the chest. I'm allowing myself to accept how this feels in my body right now. Big breath. Let yourself feel it. Tap the eyebrows. The part that's really holding this together is, say what it is. Tap the temples. Let's say it again. What's holding it together is what? Finish the sentence for me. The part that's holding this together is? Tap under the nose. The part that's holding this together is? Tap under the lips. The part that's still holding it together is, say what it is, focus on it for a minute and breathe. Bring compassion with your breath, as if your breath were a warm ray of light, and I want you to breathe compassion into the thing without changing the thing, without trying to negate the thing, but just breathe compassion like a spray of mist on top of the thing that's still holding it together. Just add it to the mix. Ready? Chest, breathing compassion for this younger version of you that did not get what you needed because you were raised by people who did not get what they needed, and this has been going on for thousands of years. We can't even trace it back, can we, where this started? Tap the front of the ribs, breathing compassion again to yourself and even possibly to the entire situation. Big deep breath, big sigh. Tap the side of the ribs. I'm breathing compassion. Breathe compassion again. Tap the inside of the wrist. Compassion for what? Can you say some details? Compassion for how I was feeling, or compassion for the screwed up family? What was it compassion for? Breathe. Say it and breathe compassion into that whole scene in your mind. Tap the side of the thumb and breathe. Tap the index finger. I'm allowing myself to have compassion. Tap the middle finger. I'm allowing myself to feel love for how well I did under the circumstances. Tap the bottom of your fourth finger. I'm still here. I actually survived this crazy situation. Tap your little finger. I'm still here. I made it through. Tap the side of the hand. I love and respect myself. I have compassion for what a struggle it was. Big breath, sending compassion back through space and time to you, the family, the people involved, the situation, the frame of mind you had at the time. Big breath, bathing it all. Tap the top of the head. Part of me wants to protect myself from feeling what it was really like. Tap the back of your head and the sides of the head. Part of me wants to protect myself from remembering how painful it was. Tap the temples, how scary it was. Tap the cheeks. Big breath, big noisy sigh. Ah, big noisy sigh. Tap under the nose. I love and respect myself. Tap under the lips, exactly as I am. Big breath. And tap the chest. Even though I felt what? What did you feel back then? And what did you start thinking because of what was going on? Like, I felt scared and I started believing what? Tap the front of the ribs. I felt what? And I started believing what? I'm going to say that like 4 or 5 times. Tapping the side of the ribs. I felt what? What did you feel? And what did you start believing? Big deep breath. Good. Inside of the wrist. I felt, say it again. Tap the side of the thumb. And I started believing what? Tap your index finger. I'm allowing myself to release this old limiting belief that I'm what, or that the world is what. Tap your middle finger. I'm releasing this old limiting belief. Say it again. Tap the bottom of the fourth finger that the world is what? Tap your little finger. What would the opposite of that belief be that you started believing way back then? Perhaps you started believing that you were a victim and that the world is a scary, bad place. So what would the opposite of that be? Okay. Tapping the side of your hand. I started believing that I was this, and now I'm choosing to believe the opposite, which is what? Tap the top of the head. I'm allowing myself to integrate this new belief and feeling of what? Tap the eyebrows. It's safe for me to look at this in a new way, to see how strong I really was. Tap the cheeks, to get through it and make it to this point. Right? All of us that are still alive, that didn't either get suicidal or, do so many drugs that we were hit by a car or, get locked up or whatever. Whatever allows you to be in this circle means that you had some kind of resiliency, some intuition that led you to a good place, because here you are. Tap your chest. Willing to face your pain, willing to say what's true. So give yourself some credit. Big, deep breath. Okay, so big, big sigh. Everybody, the stronger the feelings, the more softly you need to breathe. When I say soft, that means like really open your mouth. Tap the front of the ribs. If you're feeling overwhelmed at any point during this, you can stop saying the words, just tap and breathe and try to relax your entire body. So for people who've got a lot of abuse, this is going to be more intense at first, and each week it's going to get a little easier and a little easier because the abuse patterns are clearing, right? Tap the side of the ribs, but I'll tell you what, it's easier to do this than it is to try to run away from yourself the rest of your life, because you can never do that. You're always going to be where you are. Tap the inside of the wrist. And you really don't want to keep reenacting these abuse patterns with other people, do you? No. So hang in there. This is your super strong ability right now to just breathe and accept the feelings in your emotions and your body. Tap the side of the thumb and breathe. I'm allowing myself the possibility of what? So imagine again this positive belief and the positive feeling. So the feeling of being taken care of, the feeling of what? Tap your middle finger. I can do this. Tap the bottom of your forefinger. I can do this. Tap your little finger. I am doing this. Tap the side of the hand. It's safe for me to heal this. Big deep breath. Tap the top of the head. It's safe for me to heal this now. I've already made it through the worst part. Tap the eyebrows. I've made it through the worst part. Tap the temples and the cheeks. Tap under the nose. This is coming out of my body now. All of this fear. Tap under the lips. All of this grief. Big breath. All of this, fill in the blank. It's coming out of my body now. Tap the front of the ribs. It's coming out of my history. Send a huge wave of compassion back to wherever this started for you. Tap the side of the ribs. It's coming out of my history. Big breath. And tap the inside of the wrist. I love and support myself. Tap the side of the thumb. I'm allowing myself to feel loved and supported right now. Tap your index finger. I'm moving at my own pace. Tap the middle finger. I'm healing the remaining part of this pattern. Tap the bottom of the fourth finger. The old pattern of what? What's the issue you're working on? Tap your little finger. It's safe for me to do this. Tap the side of the hand. I'm coming into my power by dealing with the things that were unspoken. Tap the top of the head. I'm coming into my power. Tap the side of the head. By dealing with these deep old fears, angers, and injustices. Big breath. My body can calm down. Tap your eyebrow. My body's relaxing. Tap the temple. I'm safe. Tap the cheeks. It's time. Tap under the nose. And allowing myself to finally heal what happened. Tap under the lips, thinking again back to what happened, and breathe. Tap the chest. I'm allowing myself to feel confident and whole. Tap the front of the ribs. I'm allowing myself to feel confident and whole. Tap the side of the ribs. I'm allowing myself to feel strong, safe, loved, welcome, understood, supported, well taken care of. Tap the inside of your wrist. Alright, so we're going to have another little check-in. Big deep breath. Before you put it in the chat window, I want you just to tune in. Feel what number that might still be there. Give yourself 15 seconds to exhale. Big deep breath. Everybody tapping your chest. Ginger Christina says 10 to a 7, screaming and releasing this pain that is trapped in my body. Hallelujah, baby. Kylie, magic, magic, magic. Love the sacred circle. Vanessa says, check, check. I see you and folks in the windows. Good. Sarah, you're down to a 0, feeling calm, present, not fearful of what others will think or what will happen in the future. Woo! Amazing. Seasons dropped 50%, a 10 to a 5. Few templates of patterns working in tandem that each needs some tender, loving care. Rob's down to a 7 from a 9. Good. Working on the belief that people won't love me. Awesome. Vanessa started at a 10 plus, drops down to a 5-ish. She says, still holding it together is the thought that being sexual is shameful. Michelle's from an 8 to a 5. There's a tiny bit of fear there. My heart is opening more. I feel hopeful and a little afraid. Thank you for this healing work, Sonia. You're so welcome, sweetheart. Lana, what's still holding it together is my woundedness, anxiety, and blame. Kim says a 9 to a 5. I was able to find the real root of the problem that I was unaware of before, release my feelings of confusion about why I felt the way I did. Now feeling lighter and able to better connect with my partner, sending gratitude. Yay. Wow, good. You guys are so sweet together. Okay, Brittany says 10-10. This has been really difficult tonight. I've been screaming and sobbing quite a bit. We'll continue to tap after this is over. Please do, sweet sister. Please do. You're in it to win it. Right. Sarah Jane, numb and uncovered and exposed. Not vague or confusing. I was gaslighted from the time I was an infant. I saw reality for what it was. Smart, uncluttered baby. Yay! Okay, Jama's gone from a 7 to a 3. Gloria, 9 to a 4. Okay, sweethearts. Let's keep tapping, shall we? We've got about 10 more minutes. So tapping the chest and breathing. Anyone who's still feeling stuck, I just want you to stop and say, I accept where I'm at. I accept that I may not move any further right now. Okay? The rest of us, here we go. Even though I still feel, say what it is. And what's still holding it together? Because part of me really believes what? And where did you pick up this belief? From who or from, yeah, from who? I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tap your eyebrows. Part of me still believes what? Tap the temples. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tap the cheek. Part of me still feels what? And I picked it up where? Tap under the lips. I give myself permission to heal what's deeply underneath this. Tap the chest, including the thoughts of what? And the memory of what? Big breath, big sigh. And tap the front of your ribs. I love and forgive myself. Tap the side of the ribs. I'm reclaiming my innocence, my beauty, my heart, my perfection, and my power. Big breath. Tap the inside of your wrist. I'm allowing this to be easier than I thought and more fun than I imagined. Big breath, big sigh, make some noise. Tap the side of the thumb. It's safe for me to do this. Tap your index finger. I'm doing this. Tap your middle finger. I'm becoming aware now and I'm healing what's underneath it. Tap the fourth finger. Say what's underneath it. Tap your little finger. I love and respect myself. Tap the side of the hand. I'm allowing myself to say what's underneath this, to bring love and attention here. Tap the top of the head. I forgive myself for being so afraid to look at this in the past. Tap the eyebrows. I'm no longer afraid. Tap the temples. Even if I still feel what? And tap the cheeks. It's safe for me to do this. I'm bringing myself back into my purpose. Tap under the lips. My power. Tap the chest. My heart. So that I can what? What is it that you're here to do? That all of this extra clarity and focus and attention is going to help you do. Tap the front of the ribs. I'm here to what? Say it again. On the side of the ribs, I'm here to what? And tap the side of the ribs. One more time with feeling, everybody. I'm here to... I'm here to love up the world, y'all. That's what I'm here to do. Tap the side of the thumb. I love and respect myself, and I'm allowing myself to move forward beyond what happened to me. Tap the index finger. Bringing myself love, respect. Tap the middle finger. I respect myself for getting this far. Big breath and acknowledge yourself. So I'll tell you what, if you're waiting for someone else to not acknowledge you, and you really crave that acknowledgement, it's much harder to get it. If you give yourself the acknowledgement, you're going to find others will acknowledge you as well. Big breath. I acknowledge how far I've come. Tap your little finger. I'm moving myself swiftly forward. Tap the side of the hand. Gently forward. Tap the top of the head. Moving at my own pace. Tap the side of the head, the back of the head. Tap your eyebrow. So now I want you to imagine what your life would be like if this pattern were to completely resolve. So take about 10 seconds and really imagine if this were to completely heal how you would be living and feeling. Tap your cheek. Tap under the nose and under the lips. How would you be feeling if this issue were to completely resolve? And how would you be living your life? What would people be saying to you or about you? Can you blurt it out like, wow, she's doing so well. She looks so happy. She feels so much more easy to be with. She's really taking great care of herself. What would they be saying about you as this issue dissolves and resolves? And tap the side of the wrist, the inside of the wrist. Tell the story some more. How would you be feeling in your body? Do you feel more relaxed? Would you feel more confident? Would you feel more sexy? Would you feel more mature or capable, kind, focused? Big breath. Well done. Tap your middle finger. It's safe for me to allow this to happen now. I'm allowing myself to feel and say those positive things. Tap your little finger. I'm allowing myself to feel. Say it again. And tap the side of the hand. Good. Top of the head. Even if I still have more tapping to do on the subject, and I might, tap the eyebrows. I'm open to loving and respecting myself. Tap the temples. I might still have some more tapping to do here. And tap your cheeks. It's okay. Even if I do have more tapping to do. And tap under the lips. Big breath. Tap the chest. I'm moving at my own pace. I'll get there. I'll get there. I've survived this far. I didn't come here just to go at the end, right? You didn't. That's not how your story goes. I promise. Tap the inside of the wrist. I'm allowing myself the possibility of, say these positive things again. And tap the side of the thumb, and I'm integrating the work I've just done. Okay? Let's say that 3 or 4 times. I'm integrating the work I've just done. Tap your index finger. I'm integrating the work I've just done. Breathe. Tap your middle finger. I'm integrating the work I've just done. Tap the bottom of your 4th finger. I've integrated the work I've just done. Good. Let's end by tapping all over the body, telling yourself some really loving, supportive things. What would your higher self say to you if you had a big, beautiful, advanced, evolved soul that was trying to deal with your sweet little personality? What would your higher self be telling you to cheer you on right now? They'd say, wow, I love how you roll. I love the fact that you can fall apart and put yourself back together. I love that you are smart and willing and vulnerable and honest and capable. Tap all over your body. Tell yourself 10 loving things. On your mark, get set, go. Say it out loud. And when you're done, just take a few deep breaths. And put in the chat window how you're feeling now that you've been tapping, so we know where you are and that you know where you are. Plus, to tell you the truth, I love hearing your feedback because it inspires and motivates me and it touches my heart. And I think that I can speak for the other people who are here on the circle, on the screen, that they also love to know that them showing up every week, week after week, month after month is contributing to your life. Kylie says, thank you so much. Happy gratitude to you, lioness. And I do feel like a lioness, baby. I feel like a lioness tonight. I had a huge roar before this circle about peel the paint off the walls. So thank you for noticing. So calm, Vanessa says. Rob, much calmer. Good. Jen says, 9 to a 2, feeling more accepting of reality for how it is for now and the people in my life are, not trying to change them, but rather knowing that I can fulfill all my needs without depending on one person, and that there's nothing wrong with that. Meredith, a 9 to a 4, I feel like success is possible. Brandy's dropped it down a point. Good job, Brandy. It feels more manageable, even though it's still a high number. Good. Betsy's down to a 5. You're welcome, Vanessa. Sarah Jane says, tired and surprised that making my way through this came so easily. I'm not surprised. Lana went from a 9 to a 3. I kicked the emotions up a notch with the last round of tapping. That's good. That means you were scraping the bottom there. But I'm feeling so warm and spicy and huggable like a beautiful mess. Oh, yeah. I know the feeling. Lana, I feel more powerful. Vanessa says, feeling like a 3 right now and so grateful, taller and freer. Sunny, a 9 to a 2, I feel calm, serene, and knowing I am a great being and have so much love to give. You're welcome, Carolyn. I also feel better. Season down to a 4, feeling big love for myself and giving myself good loving affection. Big hugs to me and big hugs to you, beautiful. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Kim, 4, a little dizzy, tired, and lighter, calm, and freer. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for trusting me and listening when I called you to the circle yesterday. Brittany, still a 10, but very grateful to you and the admins for helping me through tonight. We'll continue to do this at my own pace. I didn't get all the way here to stop now. That's right. We'll stand tall in my power. That's right. And I'm guessing your 10 from your chat isn't quite a 10 anymore, even though it is still intense. You sound happier and more connected to yourself. But take your time, honey. It's a lot. Okay, Matt says, I learned a basic fear and a sense that something bad might happen from my mom on day 0. I just tapped in. Everything is okay, and you are safe, and I feel comfortable and fun. I'm laughing. Yay! Chris, I really needed that. Thank you so much. Love you all. Gloria, deeply grateful, close to a 3. May you be endlessly blessed, Sonia, Sophia. Feel relieved. Skies of gratitude. I love you guys so much. Thank you for showing up for me. The circle means the world to me. And on that note, we have 6 more days of this opening price. This is our friends and family rate. We want all of our rainbow friends, all of our tribe, love tribe, snuggle tribe, relating tribe, burner tribe, everyone you know who needs a little extra income support to get on and get in now. In 6 days, it's going up. We have to raise the price because we're building great, beautiful, amazing things. We're also adding all my video blogs to the members library, so you're going to get mini taps, which are 10 to 12 minute taps on certain subjects, and that's going to be really exciting. So those will be there in about a week, as well as our affiliate program. So get some people in the door who need some good rates, because not that the rates are going to be up that much higher. It's going from about $6.50 a week right now to about $9 a week. Still, $36 a month. You can't get any healing treatment that I know of for $36 besides a manicure. Okay? So now's the time to get on Facebook and pass the news around. Call your friends and say, yo, come over. Please just do it. It's important that we have a stronger, stabler community around us. And you are a community leader because you're tapping on your stuff, and that makes you powerful and potent. and I love you, and I could talk to you the rest of this day or night, wherever it is for you when you're watching this. But I also know that we have an agreement to end, so already 5 minutes over, and I love you, and we love you. And Team Love, if you want to turn on your microphones for a second and wave and say yay and give them hugs and kisses, we are going to end.
Have a great week, everyone.
Love you guys. See you next week.